Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the first quarter of 2024. So this will cover January, February, and March. The rune that came out for you is called Yera, and this is an extremely positive sign that you will be having a huge turning point in this first quarter of 2024. I'm seeing a lot of you are doing something such as like completing some sort of challenging time in your life. So money may be coming in and getting better for you. There could be a celebration. Something that you worked very hard at achieving is taking place at this time. I am seeing the sale of a home and moving into a new home for a lot of you. I am seeing completing some sort of schooling or graduating as well. I am seeing finishing up some sort of big milestone in your career or goals. So as you can see, the overall energy so far for this time is extremely positive, and this shows life getting easier for you. So this will definitely happen within the next 3 months, so pay attention. From Mama Moon, we have the full moon in Capricorn. Some of you who have been watching this channel for a while know this is my favorite moon because I was born on this moon. And this says the end of a tough cycle approaches. And we literally just said that with Yera. You are ending some sort of more challenging chapter of your life. If you've been struggling financially, we see finances getting better. If you've been struggling with school, we see your grades getting better or even graduation. If you have been saving and working really hard to budget your money so that way you can move, we see you literally being able to move at this time. So this is all paying off for you. The sign of Capricorn deals with our hard work, our efforts, our energies, as well as really good planning. And so yeah, I feel like all of that's working out for you. It's going to be paying off. And we have To the Sea, which is so funny. Oh my gosh, so many Tauruses are gonna move. I just really see it, or even travel at this time. And I feel like you're going to be extremely grateful. The energy just overall feels very positive, uplifting, and like you are achieving some sort of goal. And I see you sort of looking back at all of the hard work you put towards this, and it almost makes me want to cry. I feel like you're going to want to cry because it's like finally this chapter is over and a new one begins. Finally, I have manifested what I wanted to. It's very relieving. It is like a sigh of relief. It's a breath of fresh air, and I do see some sort of movement. So if you're literally not moving, you may be actually traveling at this time, or you're able to travel. Maybe you weren't able to afford it in the past, now you are, because To the Sea is really a card about movement and transitions, and seeing how you personally have developed throughout the years, the months, and you've worked very hard for it. It didn't just come easy to you, it wasn't handed to you. And isn't it so much more satisfying to work towards a goal and actually see it come to fruition, or envision a certain thing that you want in your head and to be on the journey of creating it and seeing the final product? It is such a passionate, fun thing to experience, and I think you're learning how to truly enjoy the journey to getting what you want. In the past, you had some struggles where your basic bare minimum needs were not being met. And so the journey may have been a little bit more serious and stressful, but now that it's like your needs are being met, you're reaching this new level of success, you can start to enjoy the journey a lot more. So it's a very exciting time for you this first quarter of 2024. We're going to get 6 tarot cards to further elaborate from the good tarot. First card out is the Messenger of Air. And you know what? These messengers in this deck really show some form of forward movement and some form of information and news. The element of air is showing a lot of speed picking up for you, a lot of momentum picking up for you. I'm also seeing communication coming in, so do expect some people to be reaching out to you. I'm seeing networking. I'm seeing people from your past being inspired by what you're doing, still watching you and wanting to move forward in communication. So there may be some communication coming towards you from various places, and news like really just coming in quickly. Energy is moving a lot during these 3 months. You'll be seeing a lot of changes. We have Love. Oh my gosh, right next to that Messenger of Air. Guys, I feel like I don't want to make this like an overly positive reading where you don't even believe what I'm saying, But it just feels like every area of life seems to be improving for you because the thing that you were stressing about so much is improving. And then because that's improving, it's like your entire vibration is lifting. Because your entire vibration is lifting, all areas of life are getting better. And obviously the lovers, or the love card here, shows some sort of big happy decision being made, and usually this does talk about relationships, so you may be getting closer to people. Your level of commitment to certain individuals may be deepening, but this also shows saying yes to a really good life-changing opportunity. And this is all happening so quickly because it's next to the messenger of air. It's happening very, very quickly. Change is like, it's like you finish this one hard chapter up and then boom, 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 all of these good positive things happen to you one after the other. It's kind of like dominoes almost. It's gonna move really fast though, and it's like sweeping you off your feet type of energy. We have strength in reverse coming out next to that, okay? Here's the thing that I want to warn you about. You need to stay strong in your personal routine and stay grounded, because with all of these fast-moving changes, positive momentum building, I would hate for you to get overwhelmed by all of this and then burn yourself out by accident. So what you need to do is continue this positive momentum, but every single day, make sure you are sleeping enough, resting enough, and carving out a little bit of time to connect with yourself and your spirituality. So that may look like journaling, meditating, going for like a mental health walk every day, exercising, something like that. And I just saw 555 on the clock. Okay, 5:55. The number 5 repeating is the number of change and quick moving change at that, the winds of change. So this is all being clarified by the universe right now. Like, yes, there is going to be monumentous, is that a word, monumentous? Monumental shifts and changes for you in these 3 months. And they're positive, but you need to stay grounded in your routine. Don't freak out, make sure that while all these changes are happening, you're still staying up with the small things, such as keeping your house clean, getting enough sleep, making sure your fridge is full, you're eating 3 meals a day. Those basic things to take care of yourself can easily go neglected when there's so much change taking place in your life. So Spirit is saying, make sure you stay grounded in that basic routine. Otherwise, the stress of and by stress, it's like a good type of stress. The stress of all this positive change taking place can cause you to miss the important things here. Another thing I want to say here is, if there is quick moving love coming in, which we do see, make sure you're taking the time to communicate any boundaries, agreements, arrangements, and have very important guidelines on the relationships that are entering your life. Have those conversations sooner rather than later, so that way future problems don't crop up. Second row of cards out, fourth card is the 5 of Earth. This is the card of lack, and I feel like this is what's ending here. This is the card of feeling stuck out in the cold, or not trusting that the flow of abundance is constantly available to you, which it is. It really is. So I feel like this is what's being asked to change. We have the Messenger of Water coming out in reverse. This is really interesting. Right underneath the Love card, right next to the 5 of Earth, right near the Strength card in reverse. Some of you may be dealing with the energy of self-sabotage in your love life. And this could be your own self-sabotage or someone else's self-sabotage, where this beautiful opportunity comes sweeping in and it looks promising, it's compatible, it feels good, but either you or them is questioning this and not having the communication you need, not having that open, authentic conversation, or outlining the details of said relationship. And it may scare either you or the other person, or you may be afraid because you've been hurt in the past before, or they've been hurt in the past before, and it causes you or them to sort of close up a little bit and self-sabotage the situation. So that's what you want to avoid at this time. I would recommend taking relationships a bit slower these next 3 months. If there is a beautiful love offer cropping up for you, really focus on building the friendship with them first, the companionship, outlining the details of what you both need in order to feel loved and supported and heard, even just as friends, and build that up slowly, because when you build it slowly, it can have a nice secure foundation. You don't need to rush into it, create a very sloppy foundation, and then have this beautiful relationship fall over later. So your message here is to go slow in love, go slow in relationships. To the Sea is also showing me make space to just go out and share experiences with them one-on-one, and in those experiences, feel those beautiful feelings, and find a dynamic that really works for the both of you. Okay, this is a situation where you may even want to consider individual or therapy or couples counseling in order to just create a really, really strong foundation here, because it feels like one or both of you may be coming from struggle. You are definitely coming from struggle, okay? Especially with the full moon in Capricorn here. Capricorn moons in general struggle, okay? It's on the struggle bus. So it's really important for you to just not accidentally self-sabotage out of fear of getting back into a struggling situation. And then final card out, and that goes not just for your love life, but any creative project that's taking off at this time as well. Don't self-sabotage it out of fear, okay? You have temptation coming out in reverse. This is the devil in reverse, kind of. And, it's coming out right underneath that strength card in reverse. I feel like a lot of you are trying to avoid, it's almost like your guiding light isn't necessarily abundance. That's the problem. Your guiding light is avoiding pain again. And there's a huge difference. When you're focused on abundance, even if you don't have an abundance of something in a particular area of life, say like you don't have a ton of money right now, you can look to see where you are abundant. Maybe you're abundant in time and you use that time to work. Or maybe you're abundant in ideas that are really good and you explore those ideas. And maybe that'll lead you to abundance in money as well. That is being in the flow of abundance. That is acting with an abundant mindset versus a lack mindset. On the flip side, when your guiding light is fear or like trying to prevent some negative thing from happening, say that you really want a thriving love life, and instead of focusing on, spending time alone with this person, having unique opportunities with them and experiences with them to build good, strong bond and memories with them, communicating effectively, your guiding light may be, I don't want to get cheated on again. I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get abandoned again. And when that is your guiding light, it causes you to self-sabotage and make choices that aren't very good. So Spirit is saying, pay attention to that. Try to avoid self-sabotage and let abundance and love and building up be your vision, as opposed to trying to avoid going back into poverty or struggle or, being hurt again. When you're just trying to avoid a negative feeling, it leads to avoidance, and you avoid doing the loving things or the hard work that you need to build something up. So that's what we're seeing here, Taurus. This next 3 months has so much potential to just really, really take your life off. Okay, we have love coming in very strongly with the potential to build and grow. We have money. We have any area of life that you've been struggling and working really hard to create a sense of abundance in that area. We see it taking off in these next 3 months, but you need to follow the advice that this reading is given, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this quarter. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. And let me know, what is the area of life that you feel like is becoming more abundant? I want to know. And subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my Goddess Energy Intention Oil there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.